Welcome to the Luminary Woman in Tech and Business, the podcast where ambitious women break barriers, build businesses, and thrive in the world of tech. I'm your host, Mariam Idris, a Microsoft certified data consultant, entrepreneur, and an AI and data science student. Today, we're diving into something every woman in tech needs to hear: how to build your career ladder, get promoted, and increase your salary. Let's be real, tech is rewarding, but it's also competitive. If you're not climbing strategically, you're staying stuck. So, whether you're just starting out or ready for your next big career move, this episode is just for you. I want to start this episode with a story. A few years ago, I was a lead data analyst for a software company. I had a strong relationship with the founder, and things were going well until they weren't. I had just returned from a holiday in Germany, feeling refreshed and ready to tackle work. Then at 8 a.m. on a Monday, I got an unexpected call from the founder. He said, "Mariam, I'm sorry, but the company isn't financially stable, so we can't afford to keep paying you." In that moment, my heart dropped. But instead of panicking, I took a deep breath and asked, "Is there a way I can continue my studies with you?" Thankfully, he agreed. To this day, I still do occasional contract work for the company and I've maintained a great relationship with the founder. Why am I telling you this? Because it's a perfect example of how relationships can make or break your career. It's not just about what you know, it's about who knows you. One of the biggest unwritten rules in tech is visibility. You can be the best at what you do, but if no one knows about it, you'll be overlooked. So, how do you stay visible? You speak up in meetings, share your wins in Teams updates or newsletters, ask for feedback, good or bad. Career progression isn't always a straight path, but sometimes you have to take risk, lead projects, or even step sideways before you can move up. But if you're strategic, you'll get there. And finally, walk the talk, baby. You don't need to be an expert at what you do. Don't just make noise. Back it up with real skills, real results, and real impact. No one promotes mediocrity. Be so good they can't ignore you. Okay, let's get practical. How do you actually build a career ladder in tech? It starts with a roadmap. Without one, you're just wandering aimlessly. So let's break it down step by step. One, you assess where you are. Be honest about your current role, skills, and strengths. What are you great at? Where do you need to improve? When I decided to transition into consulting, I realized I had strong technical skills, but needed to improve my client facing abilities and expand my network. So, what did I do? I signed up for communication courses. I set a goal to attend at least 2 networking events every month. That self awareness helped me to focus on areas that mattered the most. 2, set clear goals. Where do you want to be in the next 1 to 3 years? A team leader, a manager, a specialist in AI or machine learning? When I aimed to become a Microsoft certified data analyst, I didn't just focus on the final exams. I created a structured plan, studied 1 module per week, took mock tests, set milestones to track my progress. 3, identify key skills. Look at the next role you want. What skills does it require? If you're in data science but want to transition into AI engineering, you'll need to upskill in machine learning. Align your learning with your career goals and start acquiring those skills step by step. 4, you leverage your network. Talk to people who have already walked the path you want to follow. Their advice can be a game changer. Here's a reality check. Not everyone will respond to your messages, and that's okay. Don't take it personal. Keep reaching out to people, keep learning, keep pushing forward. The right connection will come with persistence. So, grab a notebook and start mapping out your career roadmap today. Trust me, it's the first step to climbing that ladder. Now, let's talk about something that many of us struggle with: salary negotiation. As women, we're often taught to be grateful for what we're given, and that's fine. But let me tell you something, you deserve to be paid for what you're worth. Here's how to negotiate like a pro. 1. Know your worth. You do research, check sites like Glassdoor, PayScale, and LinkedIn Salary Insight. Talk to people in your industry to get the numbers. Here's a pro tip. When asked about your current salary during an interview, never give an exact amount because, let's be honest, it's irrelevant. Your skills and the value you bring are what truly matters. Instead, you can say, I prefer to focus on the value I bring rather than my current salary, or I'm not comfortable disclosing my salary, but I'm happy to discuss my expectations based on the role and market standards. Here's a negotiation hack. Use odd numbers. If you're worth £30,000 in a month, say, I'm looking for something in the range of 31,795 to 35,550 range. Odd numbers suggest precision and confidence. Highlight your impact, not just your role. Don't just talk about responsibilities. Instead, show how your work saved the company money, how you streamlined a process, or how you increased efficiency and revenue. Numbers speak louder than words. Here's my final thoughts. Promotions and salary increases aren't just given. They're earned through strategy, visibility, and advocacy. So don't wait for someone to notice you. Track your wins, make your work visible, build relationships with advocates and mentors. And if you're stuck, don't be afraid to upskill and move. Put yourself in positions where you can't be ignored because you're not just climbing the ladder, you're building an empire. And trust me, the view from the top is worth it. That's it for today's episode of The Luminary Woman in Tech and Business. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a woman who's ready to take charge of her career. You can also connect with me on socials for more insights and updates at I am Mariam Idris. Remember, dream big and keep building. See you in the next episode. Thank you.